team that is definitely headed up, not down. After a tricky 4-game stretch, KU has rebounded in a big way, thrashing both New Mexico and Georgetown. The emphasis once again on the inside, where KU has shown great strength. The Hawks are ready to soar. Even though it's a holiday, the students are packing this place once again. Once those doors opened at 5 o'clock, they came pouring in. Another sellout crowd, the 202nd consecutive sellout in Allen Fieldhouse history. So you look at the Jayhawks coming in at 8-3, taking on a team that is unbeaten in the Rockets of Toledo. Well, hi again, everyone. I'm Dave Armstrong, along with Chris Piper. And Chris, Kansas has played the toughest schedule in the nation, and tonight, no exception.
Yeah, it's unbelievable schedule that they put together. Probably not what Bill Self was looking for, such a young team, but you know, this is a team that's faced some of the best, and so I think that's a good thing. They kind of figure out what they need to do, and also the coach can tell you things so many times you don't listen, but now the guys can look back and say, hey, wait a minute, maybe he's right. We got to start figuring out how to play on the defensive end as well.
Toledo comes in, as we mentioned, 12-0. They have 5 starters that all average double figures, led by Ryan Pearson, who's from Raytown South.
Well, he's been absolutely fantastic. This is a kid 6'4", left-handed. He can shoot the ball from outside. How about a 30-point game against Detroit? Hit all 5 threes that he shot in that game. Look for him to try to take the ball inside against Kansas. Loves to put the ball down, will attack the rim. He can take it outside as well, and he'll probably look to post up these Kansas players if he gets a mismatch. He is a tough guy, but the guy obviously everybody's talked about all season long for Kansas has been Andrew Wiggins. I mean, his ceiling is so high. But how about this? What I loved against Georgetown was that was a game he struggled a little bit offensively. All of a sudden, it got a little pushy in there, and he got fired up. I actually saw some fire in him. He got that emotion going, and I think that's what he needs to add to this game. Leading Kansas, obviously, in scoring, but he can do so much more. He's been a lockdown defender for Kansas as well.
That's our Time Warner Cable matchup. Coming up next, the Jayhawks and the Rockets. Kansas looking for their 68th straight non-conference victory in a row here at Allen Fieldhouse. It's time for Kansas Jayhawk basketball. Kansas basketball on the Jayhawk IMG Sports Network is brought to you by Delta Dental of Kansas. That's something to smile about. By Time Warner Cable. Enjoy Jayhawks basketball better with Time Warner Cable's Sports Channel. By the Kansas Oil and Gas Resources Fund. Energy from the heartland. Strength for our nation. And by St. Luke's Health System. Called to excellence. A little bit of a different feel here tonight at Allen Fieldhouse with some of the students gone for their Christmas break. But man, this place is packed to the rafters once again. A lot of families are here, young kids who are seeing Allen Fieldhouse for the very first time. And tonight, the Jayhawks take on Todd Kowalczyk and the Rockets of Toledo, who are unbeaten so far this year. You can see his overall record at Toledo, but they lost 28 games in their first year. Here's his Delta Dental starting lineup, and all 5 of these guys average double figures. Drummond and Pearson in the backcourt. Julius Brown is their point guard, averaging 7 assists a game. J.D. Weatherspoon, a transfer from Ohio State, and Nathan Booth in the middle, a guy who likes to shoot outside. Bill Self, the 11th year head coach of the Kansas Jayhawks. He is, well, without exception, you look at what he has done at Kansas, and it is remarkable. 308 wins already in his 11th year. Only 8 losses in his history at Allen Fieldhouse. More conference titles than home losses. So let's check out his Delta Dental starting lineup. And once again, the Jayhawks are heavy as far as freshmen are concerned, led by the junior Nadir Tharp at the point, Wayne Selden, a McDonald's All-American freshman, Andrew Wiggins, McDonald's All-American freshman, Perry Ellis, McDonald's All-American sophomore, and Joel Embiid, who his star is shining brighter and brighter every time we see him.
He's been tremendous, hasn't he? I mean, he just gets better and better. And when you think he's reached the ceiling, he breaks through and starts a new one.
The opening tip goes to the Jayhawks, who are dressed in their home white jerseys.
Well, Toledo going to start out in man-to-man. This is a confident team.
And they create a turnover on a pass to the wing. So the Jayhawks, their first possession, turn the ball over.
And that has been the biggest problem for this Kansas team so far, is handling the ball. And How about that three from Julius Brown?
Only a 29% three-point shooter, but he wasn't shy at all about coming in here to Allen Fieldhouse in front of this packed crowd and putting one up.
Did we say confidence?
Wow.
How about that? 2 turnovers.
And a quick timeout by Bill Self. Not happy at all with the lack of focus so far on those first 2 possessions, Chris. 2 easy passes to the wing and both miscues.
Well, 2 set plays as well. I mean, 2 game is a staple of the Kansas game, and they throw the ball out of bounds on that first one. Here's just a high ball screen, and Julius Brown waiting to see what happens. Joel Embiid does his job of keeping Julius Brown from turning the corner, but Nadir Tharp late to get there, and then the pass by Andrew Wiggins, just trying to throw it away from the defense. Just got to throw it right to Perry Ellis's left hand. He gave him the target, hit him in the hand, let him play. Well, Kansas, I thought, was rusty today in shoot-around.
It too.
Took 4 days off after that game against Georgetown. It's been 8 days total since their last game. Let's see if they can't figure things out.
Meanwhile, Toledo played just last Saturday. They beat Coppin State 85-66. Drummond trying to get the ball inside. That's Pearson. And Pearson with a fadeaway jumper up over Wiggins. Great start for the Rockets.
Oh, they are so full of confidence right now. Ryan Pearson here playing in front of a lot of his home family just from Raytown, Missouri. Little reverse pivot. Saw Wiggins was off him enough. Little fadeaway on it. Left hand.
Work it inside. Embiid. And a foul.
Well, I like that. You got to go inside out. You got to go to the weak spot against Toledo, and the weak spot's their interior defense. Good post up there by Joel Embiid. Got Booth on the high shoulder, drove him up the lane just enough to get the pass to the baseline, drop step, and you've got to be better on the weak side defense if you're Toledo and want to keep Joel Embiid from beating you.
They don't have a lot of depth inside the Rockets. Booth with his first foul. Embiid completes the traditional three-point play. How about this? His last game against Georgetown, he scored 17 points with only 4 field goal attempts.
Yeah, he's been tremendous. Averaging 17.5 points, 7 rebounds the last 2 games. Only thing that stopped him has been the whistle.
And there's a travel by J.D. Weatherspoon. So let's check out our St. Luke's Health System keys to the game.
Well, last possession, we saw the key for Kansas. Pound the ball inside. You got to work the game inside out. And then Kansas got to start doing something on the defensive end. 40% field goal percentage defense on the season. They're allowing teams to run their offense.
St. Luke's Health System call to excellence.
Twice now, Wayne Shelton hadn't been able to pop out on a simple play there and get the ball. Fouls trying to keep Toledo from getting a fast break.
With 3 turnovers already for KU in their first 4 possessions.
Yeah, not good. It's been a long time since I've seen Kansas in the negative as far as turnovers go compared to the team that they're playing.
Booth, little hook that won't go. Wiggins clears the glass.
Well, Ryan Pearson's right up with Andrew Wiggins taking a challenge.
Where the pass was there to Ellis, if it would have had just a little more air under it.
Got to get it up there. Let the big guys go get it. So many times guys feeding the post think they have to hand deliver the ball. Put it up there to the corner. Let the guys go get it. See if Toledo starts sagging a little bit more on that interior. Got 4 guys with a foot in the paint.
Embiid keeps it alive. What a play.
Oh, great hustle. The big fella using that length to get over the top of Julius Brown. Lucky he didn't get a foul.
Wiggins for 3. That's a little long. Perry Ellis might have gotten away with a shove. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with KU.
Well, I thought Perry Ellis got away with a shove, and Toledo got away with a hold when he went to try to get it. But good hustle by Kansas on that offensive ball, or offensive rebounds. Watch the big fella just reach over the top of Julius Brown. 7 foot long and mobile.
The alley-oop, Wiggins!
Nice high screen up with that left elbow for Andrew Wiggins to curl over the top. You got to piggyback him. Big man didn't help.
The crowd comes to life. Pearson, that's way short. Tharp has it stripped, though, by Pearson.
A heads-up play by Pearson went right after Nadir Tharp was already looking down the floor for transition. Pearson didn't give it up on the play.
4 turnovers now for KU. Some of those Coach Self would call bonehead plays.
Yeah.
Ellis.
Oh, nice.
Boy, did he use his body well.
Great entry pass. I love the way he caught it. Power dribbled using his body to clear space back to the basket.
Well, the emphasis, you can see it, Chris. The emphasis to go inside for KU.
Why not? Throw the ball in there every time.
Drummond to three. 2 for 2, the Rockets from three-point range.
This is a great shooting Toledo team. 12-0 on the season, shooting just under 50% at 49.8. Don't shoot a lot of threes from outside, but it's a steady offense.
Wiggins, count it! Wow!
Now his first step, so explosive, got the ball screen outside. He kind of denied it. See, the defense didn't send Wiggins to the ball screen. He sent him to the baseline where he didn't have help. Nice read by Andrew Wiggins. Little head and shoulder fake up to the top of the lane, then took him baseline.
Nathan Booth picks up his second foul. Wiggins completes the three-point play. All the points except for the 2 free throws have come in the paint for KU. Pearson again. Wiggins stops that. Long three for Brown. Oh my. Julius Brown, his second 3 of the game.
And again, Nadir Tharp late to get back to him. The first time, maybe he didn't realize it. The second time, you got to know he's got that range. Big man showing on that. Nadir Tharp's got to get quicker back into play.
What's that saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Either that or Kansas big men are going to have to extend on that pressure on that ball screen, but one of the two, you got to know he's a shooter.
Embiid trying to keep it alive. Whistle, and the ball will stay with Kansas. So the Jayhawks, even though they've turned the ball over a lot, they still can soar with the best of them. And the Jayhawks taking on the Rockets, trailing by 3. This one from Rally House and Kansas Sampler. Go to rallyhouse.com/KU basketball to enter. One lucky winner receive a team autographed basketball brought to you by Rally House and Kansas Sampler, carrying the largest selection of Kansas merchandise gifts with locations in Lawrence, Topeka, Wichita, and all over Kansas City. Well, you look at the Toledo Rockets at 12-0, leading right now by 3. And you look at the remaining unbeaten teams. There's only 8 of them left, including the top 4 teams in the country and Iowa State from the Big 12. And there's Toledo at 12-0.
Well, you can see why. This is a good, solid team. Got a problem with interior defense right now. Kansas, Perry Ellis puts his head down and goes right at him.
This could be the 3rd three-point play for the Jayhawks.
I love Kansas now taking the ball inside. You're going to have to get more help, sag in there, make Kansas beat you from the outside. But Kansas has done a good job going inside.
Spoke too soon. Weatherspoon, though, with a foul. And already 3 team fouls on the Rockets. Weatherspoon trying to back in on Ellis, and he travels with it.
Good recovery by Perry Ellis. Got beat on that cut from the weak side, but able to wall up that time. And Weatherspoon initiated the contact on the baseline spin, just lost the ball on his own.
Lob inside. There's Embiid. Surprising miss inside for Embiid.
Yeah, doesn't miss many. Great catch. He was a little off balance, though, I think, when he caught it. When able to really gather himself and get up there. Boy, great cutoff by Wiggins, but then went advanced on him. That's the one thing that a lot of people haven't talked about Andrew Wiggins, his ability on the defensive end. You know, he's matched up with the great scorer in Ryan Pearson and cut him off on that just freshman mistake, jumping up, though, after the fact.
This time Wiggins got lost in traffic on the inbounds play, and Pearson makes him pay.
Can't fall asleep on the inbounds underneath. It's the toughest place to guard. Got to have good communication. Got to battle through that screen.
Wiggins for 3. Ellis is right there for the rebound with the left hand. No. Gets his own rebound. Selden. Embiid with that extra dribble. Wow.
Nice decision by Wayne Selden. He was driving, initially looking to Wiggins on the left wing, and then saw Joel Embiid break open, and how about the extra?
Brown this time, his three-pointer off target. They hit their first three, the Rockets. Tharp has his pocket picked, though, by Brown. And a foul on Tharp on the follow.
You know, Joel Embiid, it's a broken record. You talk about this guy, his ability. They're battling inside. Nice job by Perry Ellis. Now watch this play by Joel Embiid. Oops, okay, you came at me. I was going to shoot a jump hook, but I'm going to stop in the middle of it, take a power dribble, and get around you, which is okay if you're 6'4". He's 7 foot.
And only his third year of basketball. That's the thing. Now, sometimes it takes guys years to learn that little subtle move that he just did.
It's sick. It really is. It's just sick watching him play.
Fun, too.
Yeah.
Here's Pearson. Mentioned he went to Raytown South. Started his career with Coach Kowalczyk at Wisconsin Green Bay. And they both came over in kind of a package deal. He came with Matt Smith, who's now a senior. And Kowalczyk has rebuilt the program at Toledo.
Well, Embiid getting bodied up inside by Garber. Physical player banging with him in there. See how he likes that physical nature of the game. Oh, my God. Hold on. Embiid. Oh, my. He's gone two different ways. Could have broken both ankles.
Drummond just throws it up on the glass. Green clears it. Mason had his path cleared by Ellis, but can't convert. Good shooter, Smith, from the outside.
Well, I like the shot selection by Toledo, though. Had a chance for an early three. Didn't take it. Going to run a little offense. There's reasons why teams are good field goal percentage shooting teams. Doesn't mean they're necessarily great shooters, but they take great shots. Well, that's not one.
That wasn't. That was an air ball. Yeah. Wiggins slices in, count it, and one. Boy, the body control by Andrew Wiggins. Feeling the contact, slicing inside, and giving the Jayhawks their first lead of the night. Tonight, all of the points for KU, except for the 2 free throws, have come inside. 14 of the 16 points in the paint. Hey, get your business servers out of the office into the cloud with Net Standard. Go to netstandard.com/cloud to learn how you can save big by leveraging the cloud for your business. So here's Andrew Wiggins at the line, off to a very good start in this game. Already 7 points for Wiggins.
Perry Ellis, 5 offensive rebounds so far. Kansas winning the board battle 13-5. Ooh. This Toledo team came in +7 on the rebound.
They haven't faced a team with the size of Kansas, though, this year. They had a good schedule, but they haven't played anyone the likes of KU this year. Boston College, a good win for them on the road. Detroit, a good win for them on the road, but nothing like tonight. Here's Booth back in the game, playing with 2 fouls.
Well, taking a chance that with Joel Embiid on the bench that he won't foul inside.
Boy, Black misses a chip shot. That's 3 times inside KU has missed what Coach Self calls a bunny. Black in his last game, boy, a real coming out party, wasn't he? Yeah, by far. 17.6 rebounds against Georgetown, and he went 5 for 5 from the field.
Well, he was able to play. He didn't get in foul trouble. That's what's been killing him. He's picked up so many quick fouls that really hadn't gotten the flow of the game.
Mason throws up a floater that won't go. Black tracks it down. Mason again.
Not going to stop, is he?
No.
He just keeps going at him.
Smith might have gotten away with a walk. Long rebound. Wiggins. Boy, that was athletic just to keep that one alive. entry pass.
Got to read that defensive help was off of Brandon Green. Pass it to Green in the corner.
Now that's where Booth really likes it. He loves that short corner, likes the mid-range jumper.
Now Bill Self telling Tarek Black as he's running down the floor, you know he can shoot that. You got to get out on him. Face-up score. Sagging off.
Black with a wild hook shot that won't go. And tracked down by Loft.
Toledo doing a better job now. Interior defense against Kansas, making them score contested or over the top.
Three-point attempt is good for Booth. The first three he's hit all year. 7 straight points for the Rockets. Wiggins is fouled on his way up. That's the 5th team foul on the Rockets. And that foul is called against Jordan Loft. That's his first. They're saying that Wiggins was not in the act of shooting, so they won't let him go to the line. And some guys subbing back in for KU. Embiid's back in there along with Selden and Nadir Tharp, who pulls the trigger on the inbounds. And then takes the three-pointer. Got it. KU had missed their first 2 3-point attempts, but that one gets them back within 2.
Yeah, good handoff there. Toledo was sagging inside quite a bit. Thorpe had plenty of time to size that one up.
Shot is short. Traylor scoops it ahead. Tharp with one giant step into the paint. Good finish.
Yeah, good decision by Nadir Tharp to turn on the Jets there. Toledo a little slow getting back in transition. Knew he had Jamari right behind him, trailing.
And a whistle and a foul called here on Brandon Green.
I like the decision by Tharp that time in transition. You know, it was a slow start early, and then he saw that the defense was slow coming back, attacked the basket, got Traylor trailing him behind if he does miss it. So many times I think guards think they have to wait for the big man. Just attack the basket, let the big man come off from behind and clean it up.
The last foul on Green, his first, the team's 4th this half. Weatherspoon almost walked with it.
Drummond did.
And then Drummond did. Drummond and Weatherspoon, Chris, they're a big reason why Todd Kowalczyk's team is so improved this year. Weatherspoon coming over from Ohio State, Drummond from Loyola of Maryland.
What transfers can turn your program around. No question about it. If you get good ones. And this Toledo program was a program in need of being turned around. 4-28 in his first season here for Kowalczyk. Done a nice job. Got some good freshmen in the mix, though. Getting Ryan Pearson in there as well. Julius Brown. I mean, this is a quality team.
That foul on Weatherspoon. And he's picked up his second.
Yeah. Nice job by Embiid getting him off that left shoulder, the right shoulder, then driving him up the lane. Barber banging inside. Because that's what the Kansas big men do so well. They get you up on their shoulder, and then they drive you up the lane to allow the passer to get room to get that ball over the top, get that lob pass inside.
Three-pointer. Tharp buries another one. And the Jayhawks now have their biggest lead of the night. It's up to 3. Look at the 8-point run for KU. Whistle and a foul. This one called on Tharp. That'll be team foul number 5 on KU this half. Important for KU also to stay out of foul trouble in this game. Toledo, they love to go to the line. They win the battle of the line game in and game out. In fact, they have made more free throws than their opponents have attempted this year.
61 more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big number. They're not getting to the line. Most of their game's been outside, though, here.
Drummond almost walked with it again.
Kansas has done a good job of not allowing Toledo to get their feet in the paint. And as I say that, he does.
Basket good by J.D. Weatherspoon.
Lob inside. Perfect pass.
And again, Perry Ellis gets underneath his man and then drives him up the lane.
Great pass from Tharp to get it inside.
And good man movement on the backside as well to take that weak side help away.
Weatherspoon again on Ellis. This time got some help. Embiid was there, but they're going to whistle a foul on Embiid, who came over for the block. Well, the Jayhawks starting to get it in gear and led by Nadir Tharp from three-point range. In the house, and we wish the Kansas City Chiefs all the best as they head to Indianapolis for the first round of the playoffs on Saturday. Good luck, go Chiefs. And right now it's Kansas leading it by 3. Cadillac and your local Cadillac dealers are proud supporters of Kansas basketball. With Chris Piper, I'm Dave Armstrong, courtside here at Allen Fieldhouse. And the Jayhawks kind of shot themselves in the foot at the beginning of this game with a lot of turnovers, but they've done a good job on the glass, and certainly KU pounding the ball inside against a smaller Toledo Rocket team.
Yeah, 4 turnovers in the first 4 minutes and only 2 since that time, so done a better job, and obviously knowing where the strength is, get the ball inside.
Weatherspoon, a junior. Again, we mentioned he played at Ohio State from Columbus. He played on the same high school team with Trey Burke and J.D. Sullinger. It wouldn't have been a bad team.
Not a bad team. Play a little ball.
Wasn't getting any playing time at Ohio State and decided to transfer over to Toledo, where he's become a star. 1 point KU lead, 7:14 to go, first half action. Selden.
Tough play there by Wayne Selden. Big hop, jump step, jump stop, came to that and shot over the top. He's that guy that's just kind of hiding behind the wings a little bit. You know, he gets lost in the shuffle as far as everybody talking about this team, but he can do so much.
Williams got to the rack, but then it was blocked, but right into the waiting arms of Garber.
Yep. Got too deep in the paint, though. It's a problem that Kansas has had, allowing the guys with the ball to be able to get so deep. When they get that deep, not many good things are going to happen.
Well, that's a walk. Another turnover for KU. And out of the, 7 turnovers now for the Jayhawks, I would say only maybe 2 of them have been forced. The others have been unforced errors.
Yeah. And Nadir Tharp going to sit down with 2 fouls. They'll let him go there for a little bit, but
Booth wants that one back.
These guards for Toledo are really good. Nice decision off that ball screen. Little slip there by Booth.
Wiggins pulls up. Oh, he got the nice shooter's touch. Wiggins now in double figures with 10. Williams. Well, they're not afraid to pull the trigger, the Rockets. They average 86 points a game, which is 7th best in the nation.
Well, it's just a simple down screen, and Selden went underneath it, got lost. Didn't see his man pop up. Wide open shot.
Ellis. Just a smooth move inside again for Perry Ellis. He's got 8. Go along with 6 rebounds.
Perry Ellis can really pick up off of Joel Embiid. Toledo's defense worried about Embiid now, and they're not going to help on Perry Ellis. One-on-one inside, I'll take Perry Ellis.
Kind of choose your poison when you play against KU, huh? Brown, good crossover dribble to get into the paint. Embiid bothered his shot. Bounce pass. Selden, no. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Booth. It'll stay with KU. Booth will come back out. Garber will come back in. You can see Coach Kowalczyk just trying to buy a few minutes here and there for Nathan Booth. He's playing with 2 fouls.
Take him out when he's on defense, any chance you get.
Wiggins again. That one wide left.
Kansas doing a better job on that ball screen now. Coming out and really driving Brown as far from the basket as possible, sticking with him until the guard can get back into play.
There's that good defense you were talking about from Wiggins, Chris.
Yeah, his feet are so quick.
Selden a 3. He's found his range. He was missing a ton of them early in the year. Hit a couple against Georgetown, picks up where he left off there.
Yeah, I think this is a much better outside shooting team that this Kansas has shown so far. A young team, still trying to get its legs, still trying to figure out where their shots are coming from.
38% threes, Chris, over their last 3 games, KU.
I told Bill early when I saw him in practice, I said, I think this could be one of your better shooting teams. Of course, that didn't lived up so far, but.
Well, it's on a foul inside. Let's see who they get. I think it's going to be on Garber. Take your pick. One of 2 Rockets. It is on Garber. So the Jayhawks lighten it up now from the outside and leading by 6 in rebounding. Well, celebrate the rich history of the Jayhawks. A brand new set of KU basketball cards from Upper Deck. Get autographed cards from standout players and coaches like Paul Pierce, Bill Self, Roy Williams, Danny Manning, and more. Get your Kansas trading card set now at UpperDeckStore.com. Collect history. Collect Upper Deck's new Kansas basketball trading cards. Chris Piper will sign his as well, won't you?
That'd be a collector's item. Might be one in existence. 10 offensive rebounds by Kansas. That's actually more rebounds than Toledo has overall. Kansas done a nice job on the glass, but the area that still concerns me is Kansas not able to disrupt that offense of Toledo. Only forced 3 turnovers so far against Toledo. And Toledo's a great ball handling team in the first place, but man, you've got to disrupt them a little bit more than that.
Not only that, but Toledo shooting 48% from the field. Garber shot no good, and an offensive rebound. And comes to Drummond, who forces up a shot.
Yeah, weak side rebound. Selden didn't get there quick enough.
Tart Black back in there. Selden puts up another 3. That was halfway down and back out again.
Not sure if he had any shots inside the paint in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Black just stood his ground, and he finally hangs on to the ball. Mason pushes it up. Mason a 3. Good rebound by Black, and then he walked with it. He just snatched that rebound away and then walked with it.
He was going somewhere. Bill Self turned to him and just said, hey, just shoot it right back up. Boy, he had that great game against Georgetown. I mean, he was just all over the place. Look at a nice rebound there. He just kind of forgot that it was basketball.
I think it surprised him that he got the rebound.
Right. It's like, wait a minute.
I got that? Booth. Tough shot for Booth.
That was a tough shot. Pretty good defense by Black getting back underneath.
They really like Nathan Booth, just a sophomore out of Illinois.
He's solid.
Yeah.
He's playing with 2 fouls.
Wild shot thrown up, but a good offensive rebound again for Black.
Man, if it wasn't for offensive rebounds, Kansas would be in trouble. I think that's 11.
Yeah, 11 now.
Or no, 12 actually, because Black got the one down there and traveled.
Stripped away by Mason. Mason. No one came to stop him. He just kept going.
Just puts his head down and goes. Tough move, got him on his left shoulder, drove him underneath the basket. Oh, too easy. Trading buckets right now with Toledo. Kind of pace Toledo likes.
What a move by Traylor.
He is explosive, isn't he? I mean, that was a great catch, actually a tough pass. Kansas needs to stop.
Shot clock at 9. Brown steps back. That's off target. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rockets with 10 to go in the first half.
It's a good call. Traylor actually tried to knock it out of bounds because if he didn't, Booth was going to get the follow. Watch Booth coming down the middle lane. He's got a wide run to it. Traylor really knocked it out of bounds. Couldn't get to it.
Look at that Jayhawk huddle. One of the things Coach Self, I'm sure, will address in that locker room at halftime. Well, two things. One, turnovers, and secondly, defense. You know, they're trading buckets with Toledo, and I know Coach Self would like a few more stops at one end.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to stop a team if you allow them to run their offense. I mean, they're going to get shots that they want if you continue to let them do the things that they want to. And if Kansas is unable to force teams away from the basket, force things away from doing what they want to do, they're going to be in big trouble.
So Todd Kowalczyk designs a play with 10 seconds to go in the half.
See how well Kansas communicates here underneath.
Drummond tries to go inside and cannot. Plenty of time for Mason. And for once, he doesn't take it all the way to the hoop. At the half, the three-point shot no good from Weatherspoon.
Pearson read it perfectly. He saw Wiggins on his left. He knew he was going to throw it there. He's going to attack the basket. Trying to do too much on a simple play.
So as the Jayhawks head into their locker room, with all the negatives and the turnovers and all of that, still, it's Kansas leading a team that's unbeaten this year, 43-36. Basketball. Kansas basketball on the Jayhawk IMG Sports Network is brought to you by Delta Dental of Kansas. That's something to smile about. By Time Warner Cable. Enjoy Jayhawks basketball better with Time Warner Cable's Sports Channel. By the Kansas Oil and Gas Resources Fund. Energy from the heartland. Strength for our nation. And by St. Luke's Health System. Called to excellence. Well, the Jayhawks are leading here 43-36. Let's check out what's going on around the Big 12. A heavy slate of action tonight. This is brought to you by your Kansas City area Toyota dealers. Texas goes to 11-2 on the year with a 22-point win over Rice. Oklahoma State dominates Robert Morris. The Cowboys are 12-1. Texas Tech with a win, 100-69 over Mount St. Mary's. Oklahoma and Louisiana Tech. Tech's very good, folks, but that game kind of surprises me that it's tied at the half, 39-39, and Baylor leading ORU at the half, 36-25. For the Big 12, #1 RPI-rated conference in the country, and it's going to be quite a dogfight, and Kansas looking for their 10th straight Big 12 title.
Quality teams. Iowa State playing great basketball right now under Fred Hoiberg. Kansas State putting it together. Big win against Gonzaga.
Yeah, 7 in a row for the Wildcats. And Iowa State, you mentioned, 11-0 on the year. One of those 8 unbeatens. Weatherspoon with it as we start the second half. His shot a little bit short. Ellis clears the glass.
He's a lefty, spinning to his right-hand jump hook, left it short.
Embiid, quick move into the paint. Count it and one. And that's the third foul on Booth.
And Booth is trying to figure out what to do because now they're playing dead behind Joel Embiid instead of trying to side him, make him score over the top. But he's so quick, he the need to score over the top. He can just spin right around, create his own angle. Look at that move. Booth standing still.
Well, he's so quick. His feet. He really moves like a guy who's 6'2" or 6'3", not a guy who's 7 feet tall.
He's done a great job at the free throw line as of late as well. 17-22 for the last couple of games. Misses that one, though. But you're right. He is just so fast, agile, impossible guard.
Jayhawks stretch the lead to 9. One and done as Wiggins clears the glass. He's really done a good job in shutting down Ryan Pearson. The lob inside. Ellis can't get it to go. Booth has got it.
Not a smart play by Nadir Tarp. Thought he'd get that runner that Kansas does so well, but the defense was back on double teaming Perry Ellis. Ryan Pearson having a hard time getting around Wiggins.
Drummond can't get a three-pointer to go. Selden wide open in the corner, and that's a charge.
Well, I'm not sure about that call. That was a charge last year, but this year, I don't know about that. How about the first half, though? 10 combined free throw attempts by both teams. That's a long way from our first few games here this year.
No question. Neither team got in the bonus.
Yeah.
Jayhawks tonight plus 15 in rebounding, plus 18 in points in the paint. And a whistle and a foul inside. That one's on Embiid, his second.
And that's the only thing that's been able to hold Joel Embiid down is that whistle. Averaging 4 fouls over his last 6 games. Got to make sure not to pick up fouls like that last one. No holding call.
Wiggins, again, making life tough, but Pearson hits a tough shot.
Tough shot. Over the top, not only of Wiggins, but Embiid coming from the backside.
Ellis has it blocked. Selden keeps it alive and saves it over near us.
They're allowing much more contact now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
A drive, defender there.
And I don't mind, really. I think the officials in the early going, every little touch was called, and now I think both players, coaches, and the officials are adjusting.
Yeah, but the only place I disagree is that if it impedes the ball handler's movement.
Right.
You know, and
well, that was a good move by Embiid just to knock it off the glass where he could gather it. Selden, that's a foul.
I would hope so.
Jeez.
That took his head off. Kansas transition, getting the ball to half court on the first outlet pass. Nice extra pass by Wiggins. Selden really had nowhere to go on that baseline. Made something out of nothing.
This is an area where Selden can improve. At the free throw line, he's only 50% on the year. But overall, his shot has just improved so much since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, it's just comfort. You know, he's obviously a better shooter than that. Just getting comfortable at the line. Hadn't had a ton of attempts, really.
He's been at 50% or better from the field in 4 of his last 5 games. Embiid. What in the world? Man, Drummond and Embiid got all tangled up and nothing called. From the wing, a three-pointer that is tipped out of bounds by Weatherspoon. Crowd is reacting to Embiid and Drummond getting all tangled up.
Yeah, and it was right in front of the official as well. I mean, it couldn't have been any closer. In fact, he had to move out of their way. Watch him getting tangled up here, coming out. In fact, I think he helped him. Unbelievable. Well, I guess you could call a foul both ways, too, though.
Wiggins, the three. Boy, he really got his feet set that time.
A little elevator door action there. He split the 2 Kansas guys. They came together to form the screen.
Wiggins now with 13. And that's a walk. Booth was trying an Embiid move.
Yeah, Joel Embiid fired up after that mix-up with Drummond. Watch this play for Kansas. Inbounds play there. Wiggins going to come up to the top here. He's going to come. Watch him come through those two guys. Now they come together and get that screen. Wide open. Actually, I'm not sure that wasn't a moving screen on the baseline after watching that. He went and got him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Oh, wide open. Good look from Selden.
And Toledo lost a little juice here on the defensive end. Kansas pretty much doing what they want to offensively.
Jayhawks have opened this second half in style as Booth gets loose on the wing.
That's a good read by Booth. Joel Embiid's really been showing hard on that ball screen. That time he just flared the corner because he knew Embiid had to go a long way to get back to him.
They leave Ellis alone for three. Said thank you very much. His third three of the year.
I like that shot. Not hurried. Gathered himself. Took all the time in the world. He's going to knock that one down.
And a three answered the other way by Drummond.
Yeah, Wayne Selden's gotten caught on that pick multiple times now. He has got to be able to see that sooner. Way too much time.
Ellis again pushing Weatherspoon up the paint. Counted and a foul. Perry Ellis having himself quite a game. And a three-pointer to boot. Wow. And a lot of it because of Perry Ellis, who's leading all scorers with 16.
He's been fantastic inside, hasn't he? Great position. You know, the key to scoring inside is score early. Score before the ball gets in your hands. I mean, and find that position because the ball hits you. All you got to do is turn and score. And Perry Ellis does a great job. Wayne Selden, a good entry pass as well.
So you see his night close to a double-double already. And how about this? The Jayhawks have out-rebounded Toledo 32-14. In fact, Kansas has more offensive rebounds than total rebounds for the Rockets.
Yeah, it's amazing. They're all over the glass. Perry Ellis, 8 rebounds, 5 of those on the offensive end. 16 points. What a night. Coming back, doesn't have a stiff neck, I guess.
I guess not. How was that not a flagrant foul?
Yeah, that was
in that Georgetown game. That was scary.
Physical game.
Booth with a nice move.
Man, how about that kid? Just a sophomore for Toledo.
Wild pass from Tharp, and then a foul by Ellis. You know, that's a foul on Ellis, but that's a mistake by Tharp.
Yeah, Kansas trying to run secondary break there. I'm not sure why Perry Ellis wasn't coming to meet the ball, though. I think Nadir Tharp expected him to come get it. Perry Ellis felt like he had a screen for somebody.
Pearson can't get it to go, but a good follow by Matt Smith.
Yeah, that's a nice follow. Weak side rebound has hurt Kansas here tonight. Cannot fall asleep on this team, Dave. This is a good Toledo team, and they are not going to give up.
They came back from 19 down at Detroit to win. They were 14 down at Boston College and came back to win. So you can't just say, okay, we're up by 14, this one's over. It's not over against Toledo. They like to score, and they're not afraid to put the ball up.
Too many moves by Joel Embiid that time. He just went right up.
And it's a block by Embiid.
Yeah, Brown, great move to get behind Nadir Tharp, but Joel Embiid there to clean it up. That's what they need out of the big fella, be that shot blocker when they make the mistake on the outside.
Smith a three, got it. And don't look now, but the Rockets on a little bit of a run to pull back to within 7. That was the halftime advantage. Timeout taken by Bill Self. He's not happy at all right now as Toledo is on a run, and the Jayhawks lead has been trimmed to 7. A 10-3 run over the last couple of minutes, and they pulled back to within 7 here with 14:07 to go in the ball game. With Chris Piper, I'm Dave Armstrong. And we remind you that you can get your business servers out of the office into the cloud with NetStandard. Go to netstandard.com/cloud to learn how you can save big by leveraging the cloud for your business. They back away from Ellis again. Now Tharp, a three-pointer, wide open. Well, they sagged in on Ellis, and he found Tharp.
Yep. Nice shot by Perry Ellis, creating that opportunity. Kind of flip-flop of rolls there.
Wiggins poked it out, but he poked it out of bounds. Wiggins has, since the first couple of minutes, has really shut down Pearson in this game.
Yeah, he has. Pearson's had a couple good looks at it, but not very often. He's had to go at it and create his own opportunities. Wiggins is sticking right with him.
8 points for Pearson, but he averages almost 17. Smith. Well, he misses one inside. Now Tharp. Embiid. A little scoop shot. How good is Embiid? Holy moly. Brown looking for Garber to pick and roll. Garber didn't go with him, and Embiid rips down another rebound. Yeah, he saved it.
Sadly, I think we're only going to get to see him this year. I mean, that's how good he is.
Well, we'll see him. It just won't be here, huh? Tharp with another three.
Tharp says, wait, I'm not going to guard me, just shoot it. I think everybody in the whole place was shocked.
Tharp hasn't missed tonight. He's 5 for 5 from the field, and 4 of those are threes. He has a new career high of 14.
Back and forth. Toledo got on their run. Kansas calls timeout, and then Kansas gets on the run. Just a deep three. Everybody expecting Kansas to throw the ball inside. Now watch the big fella right in the middle. Mason's going to drive, draw the help away, and here comes the big fella, Joel Embiid, able to take a little nudge by Garber as he comes down the lane, still with the finish.
Well, you're right. In this house, Jayhawks are so special. They've won 6 this year at home against no defeats. 67 straight against non-conference opponents in this place. Only 8 losses in Bill Self's tenure as the head coach of the Jayhawks. 8 losses here in 10-plus years.
That's amazing.
115 and 8.
And you got more conference championships than you do home losses. That's a pretty good record.
Sorry, I couldn't read my own writing. 165 and 8. Amazing. Oh, Tharp almost had a pick. Weatherspoon bothered by Perry Ellis, but still gets it to go.
Nice strong finish by Weatherspoon, lefty. Get that genius to go up with his left that time.
That stopped an 8-0 run by KU.
Kansas get back, run a little offense.
Embiid. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow!
He's high-fiving the crowd. Watch this move. A ball fake out. Garber's like, wait a minute. You're throwing the ball back out, aren't you? He spun to his left. That's the weak side for a right-handed player, spinning that side over your right shoulder. Now watch him go over, talk to the crowd a little bit.
I don't know. Did you see Andrew Wiggins' reaction? He looked at him like, are you kidding me? I mean, that's from Andrew Wiggins, one of the most athletic, dynamic players in the country. And Wiggins just looked at Embiid like, oh, my goodness, big fella. So now Embiid in double figures. And by the way, that was the 4th foul on Booth. That would have kind of had it gone.
Nice move by the freshman.
Yeah, and the foul is on Wiggins. So Coach Kowalczyk has his team in check, and the Jayhawks are cruising now. Ball on the Jayhawk IMG Sports Network is brought to you by Kansas Sampler. Show us your colors. By Pizza Hut. Nothing is better than pizza and wings as you watch the Jayhawks score. Call Pizza Hut for delivery today. By the Kansas Lottery. Dream bigger. And by UPS, the official logistics company of Kansas Athletics. To learn how UPS can put the power of logistics to work for you, visit www.thenewlogistics.com. Well, we're courtside here at Allen Fieldhouse watching the Jayhawks lead the unbeaten Toledo Rockets. 68-53 our score with Chris Piper. I'm Dave Armstrong. Jordan Loff, a freshman out of Napoleon, Ohio, is at the line for Toledo.
Kansas shooting 75% here in the second half. They've got 18 assists on 27 of their field goals. Ooh, pretty efficient numbers.
4 guys in double figures for the Jayhawks, led by Perry Ellis with 17. 14 for Nadir Tharp, a new career high for him. Wiggins has 13, and Embiid has a dozen.
Three Toledo players on Joel Embiid.
And then Wiggins tries a 3. Weatherspoon clears the glass.
What you got to do, I guess, to stop him.
Yeah.
Got the ball out of his hands.
Williams, that's from the wing, a 2-pointer. That's the thing about Toledo. I mean, you look at them and they don't come down and run 30 seconds off the shot clock. They come right at you again.
Well, 7th in the country scoring.
Yeah.
At 86 points a game.
The lob, hit the rim. Traylor tried to save it in the corner. Crashes into some of his teammates.
Yeah, nice help on that back screen there by Garber. Helped out Jordan Loff.
Coach Self likes to teach on that alley-oop to throw it to the corner of the backboard, and that one he hit part of the rim.
Don't want to throw it at the rim.
No.
That's not a good thing. Got to make Weatherspoon turn to his other hand.
Mason didn't help out either. Came in, just kind of walked right by the fray, and Weatherspoon just waited for him.
Same story. Timeout. Toledo now coming back.
Extra pass. Tharp another 3. No, not this time. Traylor's right there. They're all by his lonesome. There's the first miss for Nadir Tharp tonight.
Good strong rebound by Traylor on that weak side. Pinned Weatherspoon underneath the basket. Where the ball bounces long, he's right there.
That stops 6 straight points by Toledo. And a whistle and a holding call out front.
First call we've seen of that tonight.
Yep, that's right. And that's the 5th team foul on KU. This one called against Mason. Embiid gets a break. Well-deserved breather. So does Wiggins. Selden comes back in. Tarek Black comes back in. Loff. Yeah. Good ball fake. And that created contact from Selden. He picks up his 3rd foul.
Got to stay on your feet. Wayne Selden does a pretty nice job of getting underneath a little double staggered pick there.
So Jordan Loff will go to the line.
Jordan Loff's done a pretty nice job offensively. Had that drive earlier on Andrew Wiggins. Got a foul on that play. That time got Wayne Selden up in the air.
All 4 of his points coming from the line. He hasn't missed. 4 for 4. So it's a 10-point game again. Jayhawks have led by as many as 15 in this contest. Tharp. He's fouled on his way to the hoop. Foul there on Jonathan Williams.
Kansas running their 2-game watch. Everybody's heads are actually facing the other way. They're worried about that high pick between the 2 big men. And Tharp saw that everybody had their head turned looking at the big man, just drove that baseline.
So Tharp goes to the line for the first time. Tharp, a 70% free throw shooter on the year. Jayhawks are now 7 of 12 from the line in this game.
You know, really the story that we haven't talked a whole lot about, we've talked a couple times, is Kansas not putting Toledo at the free throw line. Toledo averages 31 free throw attempts a game.
And they've only been at the line 6 times in this game.
How about that?
Yeah. Drummond looked like he walked with it again. Booth playing with 4 fouls. Tipped out by Selden. Tharp. What a pass! Wow! Tarek Black running the court. And a foul from behind. Is it on Black or is it on Selden?
Selden, I think. Tarek Black actually moved out of his way.
They called Black, though, his first, which is good news, really, because
don't want Selden picking up.
That would have been his 4th. Drummond at the line. Tharp now, by the way, also has 8 assists in this game to go along with his career-high 15 points.
Well, Nadir Tharp had those 2 games that Bill chose to bring him off the bench. Wasn't happy with his leadership at that time. Really lit a fire under him. You don't have to be a scorer to be a great point guard. You got to lead your team, do the things that it needs.
Wiggins spins into traffic. That won't go, and the rebound is taken by Garber.
Yeah, he made up his mind he was going to spin middle when he didn't need to. He could have just kept going.
And that one is on Nadir Tharp, and that's 3 on Tharp, and 8 team fouls now on KU. So Toledo in the bonus. Kansas Lottery Holiday Millionaire Raffle tickets now available. The odds are great. 1 in 175,000 chance of winning $1 million. Loaded with $50 instant cash prizes. Buy your tickets today, and when they're gone, they're gone. See details at kslottery.com. Williams, a freshman out of Southfield, Michigan, misses the free throw. Lobbed inside, and again, not enough air under the pass by Mason. Too flat a pass.
Yeah, he's just trying to get it. I mean, just throw it up there and let him go get it. You don't have to hand deliver the thing to him. Oh, Joel Embiid. He wanted that thing thrown up at the rim.
Ellis with a tough shot. Perry Ellis with 19 now. Garber, no. And a good move again by Loft.
And he is just sneaky on the offensive end.
Embiid lobs it in. Ellis can't find the handle, but Weatherspoon was sent out of bounds when he made contact, so Kansas will get the ball back.
Joel Embiid's got to be careful standing up there, aiming that pass. The whole defense able to get in there and get to the help side. You don't have the early look, get the ball moving.
Wiggins bumped big time. Count the basket.
Man, how strong is he? Yeah. I mean, he can take a hit, get nudged, bump. Watch this hit, though. He's going to get a hit here. Right there, boom, there's 1. Boom, there's 2 grabbing on the ball. 3rd one there with Weatherspoon, and he's still able to finish.
That's just a special talent, folks. Not something you see every day. So now Wiggins with 15 points.
You know, it's tough for him because he is such a great athlete, driver, but he's playing on a team that's inside out. And so he has to find that natural rhythm within the offense to do those type of things. And it's tougher than it sounds. A good rotation defensively by Kansas. Help.
Smith is fouled by Embiid, and that'll be the 3rd on the big fella. Now, Perry Ellis has been one of the shining stars, one of 4 Jayhawks in double figures. Ellis leading the way with 19, and the Jayhawks lead it by 14. At arm's length, leading 78-64. Time now for our Pizza Hut delivery of the game.
Well, it's got to be Nadir Tharp. 8 assists. Kansas running the floor. Tarek Black doing a good job as a big man. Watch a little zip pass there from Tharp. The look away. And Black running the floor and getting the delivery. Nice job by Nadir Tharp. Really leading this team, doing a great job of getting the ball in the hands of the right people at the right times.
Well, Pizza Hut, your favorites, your Pizza Hut. Tarek Black. When in the early going of this season, Black just couldn't stay out of foul trouble. And now all of a sudden he's doing that and a much bigger contributor for KU.
Yeah, I think he's settled into that role that he's got now coming off the bench behind Joel Embiid. Kind of a mentor, I think, for Embiid as well. Important for Kansas now to be efficient on the offensive end. Don't have to be in a hurry, but at the same time, you don't want to go stale offensively. He's got to pass that back out.
Tried to do too much that time.
Can't score every time. There's a good big man inside. Hey, the defense is going to win sometimes. They're going to do their job right. Toledo did a nice job that time. He spun, nothing there. Kick it back out. You drew the double team. He'll learn it.
I'll bet he doesn't do that too many more times. No. You know, he's such a sponge, such a quick learner. And Kansas takes another timeout after a quick three. Well, you look at the Jayhawks, one more non-conference game against San Diego State on Sunday. That game now at 3:30. We can announce that due to NFL scheduling. And you look at the Big 12 standings, and there's Iowa State unbeaten, 13th in the country. Oklahoma State 6th in the country. Baylor 9th in the country. Kansas 16th in the country. But in the RPI, KU is number 4. So look at this week coming up, January 13th through the 20th. The Jayhawks will play Iowa State, Oklahoma State, and Baylor consecutively within 8 days.
A heck of a stretch. Got to try and come out of that 2-1. 3-0 would obviously be what you want to. 2-1 you take. You don't want to go 1-2 or 0-3.
Jayhawks will begin Big 12 play a week from tomorrow at Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's solid. Obviously, Lon Kruger doing a great job down there. Great guards.
Big 12 just off to a great non-conference portion of the schedule overall. And I think they've surprised a lot of folks in the nation with this #1 RPI. And so many teams have played so well for the Big 12.
I'll tell you the team that scares me is Iowa State. I mean, they can score from all over the floor. They had 5 different players now, Big 12 Player of the Week.
No, never happened in the history of the Big 12.
Kane's done an unbelievable job for them, Melvin Edgin.
I think that one of the reasons they do that is Fred Hoiberg, maybe as much as anybody, really looks for matchups in a game, and he's not afraid to take his guards and post them up.
Yeah, they've got great freedom on that squad. Go out and play, and they're doing a great job. Dug down defensively and over in Honolulu. Always had bad memories of that place.
Embiid, by the way, at the free throw line. Both teams are now in the bonus. 17 fouls on the Rockets, 9 on KU.
Point game. Right with them, and there it is.
Yep. Pearson, he saw that Tharp, the smaller guy, was on him, and he took him right to the hole, and it's a 9-point game.
Good recognition by Pearson, using that strength, 6'4", left-handed.
Ellis pushed away from the basket a little bit.
Not a great shot, but probably what the official thought as well. Said if you're going to take that shot there, I'm going to let the nuds go away. And it's going to have to get some stops.
Brown, three-pointer. Embiid. Probably the longest rebound he'll ever get. He's way out at the three-point line.
Kansas having trouble getting into their offense.
Tharp goes into the paint where he is fouled. Or was he? Is that an offensive foul? It is. An offensive charge on Nadir Tharp.
Kansas never able to get their offense going. That's borderline. That's tough. But we get slow-mo to see that.
Yeah.
I can see why he called that a charge. Looked like he got there before Tharp took off.
Yeah, the crowd just seeing it on the overhead, and they could see the big slide move.
Yeah.
And especially the way they're calling it this year. You're supposed to be set before the guy makes his move.
Same play now that they've run numerous times for that pick and pop there for Booth. And he shoots that one long. Embiid does another better job of running back to him. And Kowalczyk gonna take a little gamble here and leave Booth on the floor for a defensive possession. Garber had run up ready for that sub and gonna set him down.
Well, when you go right at him, then play him with four.
Kansas got to get some touches back inside.
They do recognize it going into Embiid.
Embiid drawing a double team now inside, sometimes triple.
There's the double. Fights over that. Climbs the ladder to get the rebound. And it's stripped away, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with KU.
Had a big man working inside. Look, he's got the double team. He gives a little ball fake away and says, wait a minute, you're only 5'10". I'm just going to go ahead and shoot over you, little man, not even think about you.
By the way, Embiid now with a double-double, 10 rebounds to go along with his 13 points. The Jayhawks, though, haven't had a field goal in over 3 minutes. Oh. Wiggins. And the ball all of a sudden winds up in the hands of Garber.
It's a veteran Toledo team. They're 5-0 on the season in games decided by 4 points or less.
Wiggins trying to guard Brown. And Drummond walked with it.
What a good defensive series by Kansas that time.
Jayhawks, though, have gone cold from the field. It's been almost 4 minutes since their last field goal. Wiggins. It's a good look, just wouldn't go. Weatherspoon's got it.
That's a good pass. It's not the first pass out of the post that's open. It's the second pass. And Wiggins was open, wide open, just missed a shot.
Drummond misses badly.
A little early.
Ellis, good catch.
Oh, what a great recovery. You said it, great catch, but even better recovery afterwards to gather himself and not shoot some crazy off-balance shot.
You know how hard it is to be running full speed and stop on a dime like this?
That's a nice look by Frank Mason over the top. Good soft hands by Perry Ellis, and then the even better recovery. Gather yourself, get your balance, and go back strong to finish. An even nicer thing is if he misses it, he's got 3 Kansas players running the floor there for the offensive rebound.
Ellis now with 21 points. Jayhawks get the sense in the second half they maintain this advantage. They led by 7 at the half, Chris, but they just haven't been able to deliver to that knockout punch yet.
Yeah, every time they start getting going, all of a sudden they make a couple breakdowns mentally on the defensive end, allow some open shots. Toledo's not leaving anytime soon, so you're going to have to, they're not going to leave on their own. You're going to have to push them out the door, and Kansas just haven't been able to do that.
A little pressure now by KU. Back away.
Here, Tharp getting some quality minutes right now on the bench. He's got 3 fouls, need a little rest. Mason doing a good job in there. Kansas trying to keep this lead.
Boy, tough shot by Julius Brown, another 3.
He is not afraid. He doesn't care who's near him.
Ellis, boy, couldn't quite find the handle. Wiggins, quick spin, and he'll go to the line. So the Jayhawks with an 8-point lead against the Rockets, who are 12-0 coming into this game. And Perry Ellis is having a great night for KU. Jayhawks leading at 81-73. Good to see Aaron Miles, Travis Relaford back in the house. They're checking out this version of Kansas basketball. And Andrew Wiggins will go to the line. Wiggins 16 points, 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Tharp, as you mentioned, Chris, still on the bench. Tharp with 4 fouls. Wiggins is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Andrew Wiggins has been in double figures all but 1 game this year for KU. And the lead back to double digits. Three-point attempt way off target for Booth. He hasn't hit a 3 all year. He's 0 for 5 from 3-point range this season.
Well, he missed the matchup. They had Mason got switched up with Pearson. Pearson immediately went into the post.
And that's a travel by Embiid. So now Nadir Tharp will check in with 2:58 remaining. And remember, Tharp playing with 4 fouls. What a block by Embiid, but the follow by Booth.
Yeah, that's what happens. Your big man goes to help. Somebody's got to help him get his man off. Clock's running.
Full court pressure now by Toledo.
Now Drummond fouling, holding Nadir Tharp.
Foul number 4, Justin Drummond, his 2nd personal foul.
I'll put Tharp at the line.
On Toledo.
That was the 9th team foul on Toledo, so this will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Tharp. Tharp 1 for 2 from the line in this game.
69% on the season. You know what I always hated worse than anything was when the whole place went deathly silent.
Really? You'd rather shoot with some noise?
Yeah, because then you know that you're the one everybody's looking at. A little murmur or something.
So in a sense, it was almost easier to shoot on the road?
Well, not quite.
Tharp 1 of 2, but Ellis able to poke it out.
Got to be efficient.
Oh, good shot by Tharp.
Tough shot in traffic.
Wiggins, Tharp, Mason, back to Wiggins.
Oh, nice. Julius Brown was just getting out of the way regardless. He wasn't going to contest that.
Three-pointer rattles home for Weatherspoon, and a quick timeout by Toledo.
Yeah, Weatherspoon 1 for 8 on the season from 3. Gets that. How about this nice little pass ahead? Julius Brown just going to get out of the way, but Frank Mason knows who's coming behind him. The guy, all you got to do is throw it in the vicinity of the rim. His vicinity is like 6 or 7 feet, I think.
I was going to say, just anywhere in the area. Wiggins, by the way, with 20 points. It's the 4th game that he's had 20 or more this year. Wouldn't you love to do that just once? You probably have. Those mere mortals like myself just dream of something like that. The only way you can do it is lower that rim down to about 7.5 feet.
Well, they have something called a trampoline that would help you, Dave. But I'm afraid of your landing, though.
That's true.
That would be scary.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. It's fun to watch. So Wiggins with 20 points tonight. 21 for Harry Ellis. 18 for Nadir Tharp. That's 6 better than his previous career high. And 13 more for Embiid with 10 rebounds.
Now, this thing isn't over.
No, it's not.
Kansas showed that earlier in the season. They're going to foul. They missed the opportunity there with Embiid had the ball in his hands, but looks like they're going to just play defense instead.
trying to slam it home as that's a foul on Booth, and he's eliminated. So Nathan Booth, the leading scorer for the Rockets, fouls out.
Well, I love Joel Embiid being strong on this. A nice little drive to kick baseline. But at the same time, I like him to keep that ball in two hands in that situation. That could have easily not been a call. But still love him being strong, attacking the basket.
And waving Wheat down Fieldhouse.
Booth got a lot of minutes out of this game for being in early foul trouble. Two fouls, what, in the first 6 minutes?
Yeah. Booth had a good game. He finishes up with 15 points. But only 1 rebound for Booth.
Yeah, it was a very bad rebounding night for Toledo overall. What, down 17, 18 rebounds right now?
Yeah, the total rebounds 44 to 25.
Wow.
19 plus 19 in the rebound department for KU. Embiid misses the free throw. You mentioned he's really been shooting well from the line, but not tonight. 3 of 6.
Yeah, he started off the season about 50%, really upped it over the last few games. It'd be great for him to be consistent at the free throw line, because you love to have. That was a great thing about Jeff Whitley. You didn't have to take him out at the end of the game. He was a great free throw shooter. You love to have your shot blocker in late. Now Kansas going to go small lineup with Booth on the bench for Toledo.
Guarding that perimeter. Brown trying to wrap in, and Wiggins got in there.
Good rotation there by Perry Ellis and Andrew Wiggins on that baseline. Coming off of Pearson, going to help Perry Ellis's man. Got to get on him.
Mason trying to keep it alive. There's Loff again.
Boy, he's just the nose for the ball, isn't he?
8 points for Loff, all in the second half. Wiggins. So Selvin flushes it home, and now with less than a minute to go, you can breathe a little easier, Jayhawk fans.
Kansas going to switch everything right now with the lineup they've got on the floor.
And a pick by Tharp. 20 points for Tharp to go along with 8 assists. Wiggins got a piece of that, and then also got a piece of the body on Drummond on the follow. That'll be a foul on Wiggins. So the Jayhawks will go to 9-3 with this win, and the Rockets suffer their first loss of the year. They go to 12-1. Rockets are favored to win the MAC this year, and they start that at Western Michigan in their next game.
They're a solid team.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of guys. They got 5 guys averaging the double figures. I wouldn't call them a great defensive team necessarily, but in the MAC, you're not going to play against 7-footers that have the speed and agility of Joel Embiid, or 6'8" players with the athleticism and scoring ability of a Perry Ellis.
Well, Kansas quite simply dominated both the glass and the paint in this contest, and Kansas wins it by 10.
Well, what a performance by Kansas inside, no question about it. I mean, Kansas knew that's where they had to go. They did a great job of throwing the ball inside. Joel Embiid just absolutely phenomenal. Perry Ellis, a phenomenal game for him. I loved seeing his mobility out on the floor. Number one, you love seeing him back on the floor. I mean, that's huge. But Joel Embiid, Perry Ellis inside, a great performance. And then Nadir Tharp, obviously, extremely efficient on the offensive end. Did a really good job handling the ball for Kansas.
So 3 guys with 20 or more for KU tonight, led by Perry Ellis with 21. Wiggins and Tharp each had 20. Embiid with 14 points, 10 rebounds. And the Jayhawks go to 9-3 with a 10-point win tonight. For Chris Piper, I'm Dave Armstrong, and I want to thank our crew from Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. They did a terrific job all season long. Happy New Year, everyone.